Low voter turnout in local government elections. Man found guilty of drug trafficking. And Guyana pays decommissioning fees already. Hi, I'm Rico Beaufort, and this is Uncut News. News happening? Send us a tip on WhatsApp at 592-659-6151. The June 12th local government election saw a lower voter turnout of 34.97% compared to 36.3% in 2018 and 47.1% in 2016. Only 188,856 out of 540,056 eligible voters actually voted, with the lowest turnout of 20.87% in the Good Success Caledonia local area and the highest of 58.33% in Plugged Anchor Courtbredat, the same place I was actually the subject of a coin toss. There were 13 LAAs where no voting was done due to only one party fielding a list of candidates, and 2 areas had no contest in the proportional representation portion of the elections. In foreign affairs news, our president has described the United States as Guyana's, quote, most strategic and valued partner. In a message to the United States on their nation's independence, the president said, quote, as we continue to engage in the bilateral, regional, and multilateral levels on national and international issues of mutual interest and concern, my government remains committed to deepening cooperation with the United States of America as our most strategic and valued partner. The high-level interactions between our 2 states more recently form an integral part of this process as we build on and advance a bilateral agenda that would redound to the benefit of our countries. End quote. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken is due here on Thursday. It will actually be the second visit of a U.S. Secretary of State in less than 3 years. U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, under the Trump administration, visited in September of 2020. And in business news, the American Chamber of Commerce of Guyana, also known as AmCham, has announced the successful re-election of its president and board of directors during the organization's 5th annual general meeting. Devendra Kissoon has been elected as the president, and these folks listed here were voted on the board of directors. AmCham Guyana has been successful in creating a platform for its members to collaborate and explore potential partnerships through business networking events, seminars, and workshops. Now for crime news. Michael Andrew Morgan has been found guilty of trafficking $3.5 million worth of cocaine and will be sentenced on the 14th of July pending a probation report. Morgan was charged in connection with the discovery of 3.278 kilograms of cocaine at his home in June of 2022, and his attorney had petitioned for bail, but the application was dismissed. Morgan's brother, Peter Morgan, was deported from the United States in 2015 after serving time in prison for, you guessed it, narcotics trafficking. A minibus driver and conductor on the Essequibo coast were arrested for possession of just over a pound of marijuana. The weed was found under the conductor's seat, and the suspects were taken into custody as investigations continue.
Attention truck owners. Between potholes, bad drivers, and high fuel prices, you've got 99 problems to deal with. But with Powered Automotive, your engine ain't one. That's because they stock high-quality parts and spares you need at prices you can't beat. Visit them at Lot 491 EE Eccles, or call or WhatsApp them at telephone number 697-0171. Save big on truck parts at Powered Automotive, the #1 heavy-duty truck parts store in Guyana.
Tired of waiting on hold, tracking down a delivery driver, or carrying cash for your food orders? GT Eat is here to make your life easier. Guyana's first cashless food ordering and delivery app. Choose from Georgetown's top restaurants, pay securely with your card, and get your food delivered right to your doorstep. With the convenience of being able to order from your phone and the added feature of tracking your order, GT Eats is the ultimate solution for all your food needs. Download the app on Apple and Android stores and start ordering the easy way today.
And over in Region 7, the police seized a single-barrel shotgun and a 12-gauge cartridge after a man fled from them, dropping a Caribbean rice bag containing the firearm and ammunition when he saw the officers approaching. Investigations are ongoing. Also in the Mazaruni area, The police have arrested several individuals in connection with the possible murder of a boat captain, Carl Subrati, whose body was found in the lower Mazaruni River on June the 29th. An autopsy revealed that Subrati died from multiple injuries and not drowning, and his body exhibited bruises and lacerations consistent with a beating prior to going into the water. His daughter expressed unease about the situation, noting that her father's boat remains unaccounted for and that his body did not appear significantly decomposed. A family member expressed concerns that Subrati may have been held hostage and tortured before his death. And in CARICOM-related news, UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres has called for the deployment of a security force to restore order in Haiti and pave the way for democratic elections. While visiting Haiti, Guterres urged the Security Council to approve the force, but CARICOM leaders did not give a clear indication of support. Gutierrez called on countries with robust police forces and equipment to volunteer to participate in the force, and emphasized the need to cut off the supply of illegal guns to Haiti. He also stressed that peace and democracy are interdependent, and that there can be no lasting security without strengthened democratic institutions. Now for today's oil update. Guyana has started paying ExxonMobil and its co-ventures Hess and Chinook millions of dollars for decommissioning costs, even though the third and fourth developments in the Starboard Block have yet to commence oil production. The funds will not be required until 20 years after the project starts, but the oil companies have been deducting money annually for decommissioning activities. They're taking it on the front end instead of taking it on the back end. The government is proposing a new model PSA that requires oil companies to contribute to the decommissioning fund only after 50% of the total oil has been extracted, with deposits made in equal annual installments based on the abandonment cost estimates provided by the contractor in its abandonment plan. So basically, it will put an end to what we see currently going on under this PSA. And finally, ExxonMobil Guyana plans to test the gas potential of the Starboard Block, which could potentially underpin an independent project, of course the gas energy project. Most of the 11 billion barrels of oil equivalent found in the block have been in the southeastern section. The gas test will be done within the next few years, and the consortium has until 2027 to continue exploration works. The development of gas is part of the government's clean energy agenda, and a gas utilization study was conducted by Exxon to examine the associated and non-associated gas available from all approved petroleum production licenses and discovered resources in the Starboard Block.
Robbery season might be over, but the streets are still mean. That's why you need to get security for your home or business with Sheriff Security. Sheriff Security has well-trained guards, armed and unarmed patrol, marine patrol, canine services. They speed even our drones. Why? Because your security is their highest priority. You've seen the rest. Now hire the best. Hire Sheriff Security Service today.
Now for our uncut news, viewer's poll question of the day. Every day we pose a question about current events in Guyana, the region, the diaspora, and how you feel this was. Last night I asked, how do you feel about Trotman now having his tell-all book?
But before we get to that, I'm proud to announce our latest addition to the Noble Army, Richard Singh, who is supporting us at the reporter level, the highest level of monthly support we've received so far. So thank you, Richard Singh. And also a special thank you to David Griffith, Dion Nascimento, Project Zero, and Dimitri V. I appreciate you all. And if you're watching at home and you'd like to support our movement, just hit the link in the video description.
Everett Lawrence says, who wants to hear anything from Trotman? Well, apparently Davy Samaru does, because she says this seems noteworthy for Mr. Trotman to be speaking out now, after so long. It makes me wonder what are his motives. Why only now? Yes, good question indeed. Colin Pratt says, I don't think it's too late if what he has said in his book is that the contract could be reviewed so that Guyana could have their fair share of the oil. But they are suggesting that it changes to 60% for the government and 40% for the company. Oh yes, just like Burnham said, 60-40. I like that. King of Diamonds says, why now, Raphael? Why now? Good question. Why now? And finally, Barefoot Wanderer says, I just want to know about the signing bonus. Me too. Barefoot Wanderer, me too. Now for tonight's question. The government is putting a lot of money into infrastructure, but I want to know, what are some social issues you think the government should put some money behind and why? I want you to think about that question. Tell us in the comments below. If your response is good enough, we just might feature it in our next episode. And that's all the time we have for tonight, and check us out tomorrow for another. Until then, I'm Enrico Bulford saying good night, folks.